Hello, beautiful, capable, intelligent, worthy, abundant souls. Welcome to Becoming the Masterclass. I am so excited to dive into this free masterclass with you. Talk about the tools that can help you elevate, can help you deepen your connection to yourself, and really uncover what it is that you're meant to be doing here on earth at this time. So, before we dive in, I want to take a minute to introduce myself and give you a little bit of a backstory as to who is talking behind the slides. So, hi, my name is Erica Russo. I am a mom of two boys, Nathan and Kyle. Nathan is going to be 12 years old in May, and Kyle just turned 9 in October. So I have a Taurus and I have a Scorpio. So my life is very busy. I am actually the wife to my senior year sweetheart, Tony, and we're going to learn a little bit more about him coming up next. I am an Aquarius sun, a Libra moon, and a Leo rising. So I have a lot of air in my chart. I think a lot. I question a lot. I really want to know all the things. And I'm also a psychic medium. And again, we're going to dive deeper into my journey into uncovering my psychic and mediumship development because it's a big part of this whole masterclass. I'm left-handed, believe it or not, and I love chai lattes. Ahi tuna music is my go-to for everything, and I love day dates. Right now, I'm actually drinking a matcha green tea latte from Starbucks because I wanted to try something different, and I highly recommend that as well. So, I want to go back to the beginning because obviously, if you found me on, if you were listening to my podcast or if you follow me on Instagram, you are probably interested in spirituality. You are probably interested in personal development. And I can tell you, you are exactly where you need to be. So, my journey into my spiritual awakening started back in 2017. And at that time, we were in our 20s, I believe, our late 20s, and I was home potty training. You can see the middle photo is me and my oldest, Nathan. He was like 2.5 in that time. And I had a newborn baby as well, which is Kyle, and he's on the left-hand side. And during this time, obviously, I was a mom of two, and it was quite a busy, hectic time trying to potty train a 2.5-year-old as well as having a newborn. And my husband at that time was building out a one of our locations. We own a chain of sandwich shops in the New York and Connecticut area named Froggy's Sandwiches. And at that time, obviously, we were broke and we did not have money for construction. So you can see on the right-hand side, that is him in the middle with his two brothers on the other sides, quite literally building out our second location. That photo was actually taken at 2 a.m. in the morning. And he was working about 80 to 100 hours a week. And again, I was staying at home. I was raising the kids. I was making sure everything was going good at home. And we were broke. Like we were broke as a joke because we invested so much money into building this business. And I found myself struggling with postpartum depression as well as panic attacks. I felt really alone and unworthy, and I felt bad that I wasn't able to provide an income for my family, even though I was doing the hardest job out of all of them. And it was during this time that I experienced my first dark night of the soul, or what people usually call it as a spiritual awakening. And it was a really scary yet enlightening experience. And the best way that I can talk about it is you feel very disconnected from the avatar that you are. And you still have hope and you still have faith and you know that there's something bigger and that you're just shedding the layers as to the stories of who you think you were supposed to be, but you're still not quite there. So it's a very rattling experience when you experience a spiritual awakening. And again, if you know me, if you follow me, if you consume my content, you know that a lot of people are gradually waking up to this. They are waking up to their purpose. They are letting go of the stories that we continue to tell themselves, and they're beginning to recognize that their souls having a human experience. And it's a beautiful thing, but at the same time, again, it's a little scary. So at this point in my life, I really felt like I was alone in this because, again, my husband, we invested all of our savings into the construction of this new the froggy sandwiches that we were building out at that time. And we had two kids in diapers and Nathan was going to preschool, and I just was really dealing with postpartum depression. And again, I went into a dark night of the soul. And during this time, there was like an intuitive knowing that I needed to start meditating. I needed to get out of my own head. I needed to just tell my mind to shut up. So I started a daily meditation practice, and the American Meditation Society says that the ideal practice for meditation is 2 times a day, 20 minutes each day. And at that point, I was just so incredibly desperate for any help whatsoever to just take a little bit more control of my mind that I started practicing. I would do 2 times a day for 20 minutes each time. And I saw such a dramatic change in my mental health rapidly. I would say within I would say 7 days, I just felt like a completely different person. I was able to control my thoughts. I was able to observe my thoughts rather than think my thoughts, if that makes any sense. But then when I started to go deeper into my spiritual practice and start going from 20-minute intervals in meditation to 30-minute intervals, spirit started showing up in my meditations. And these spirits were giving me a lot of confirmation. The first time that I ever had like a spiritual encounter was I was on my deck and it was like a spring day. So I was trying to enjoy the outside while my baby was sleeping upstairs. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I had this male spirit come from my right side, waving at me in my mind's eye, obviously. And he told me his name and who he was connected to. He was actually connected to my neighbor. And he gave me all this evidence. And I just kindly kind of said, and this is all happening in my mind, by the way. And I kindly said, okay, well, I will tell her you said hello. And the next time that I saw her, it was about a couple days after. Her name is Shirley. I said, hey, do you know a man named Cliff who had a green thumb and was bald? And she straight up looked at me and she said, that's my dad. He died in 1986. And it was there that I was like, okay, well, that was interesting. Wow, I didn't know I could do that. And again, I just kind of went back into my life and I just continued to meditate, but I really didn't think anything of it, which was kind of crazy because the whole now thinking back now, it was kind of a crazy experience. But I went back to my life. I was busy, man. I had two little kids. I was trying to like, just keep everything in line and feed my kids and feed myself and try to bathe myself. And it was just all so me even thinking that I was a medium was just not the time for me. So I continued to meditate, and my mental health just got progressively better. And I was just happier, and I was just calmer, and I was just a better mom and a better wife, and I was just a better person. And let's go back. Let's stay here. And essentially, when I finally found the time to really question, and throughout this whole time, just mind you, through my meditation practice, my intuition just started to become stronger. It was just crazy. I was getting psychic impressions left and right. I was able to see things that were going to happen in the future. I was picking things up, and this was just a natural occurrence because I was meditating. This wasn't because I was actively trying to develop my psychic skills, okay? So, when I finally decided to really see what was all about, that I was able to communicate with spirit and gain evidence, I took a mediumship development workshop, and it was just the game changer. After this workshop, it was about a 5-hour workshop at a local metaphysical store. And I was driving home, and it was like one of those New England roads, so it's winding and turning, and I remember saying, "What do I do now?" Like, now that I can confirm, I can get names and I can see places and everything, like, what do I do? So I decided to go all in on developing my psychic and mediumship abilities. And when I tell you, when you use the power of intention, when you declare and you decide something, you decide what's going to happen next for yourself. Make room for the universe to work with you. Because since then, when I decided, everything just kind of fell into place for me. I found a mediumship development teacher about 40 minutes away who was doing classes every Monday. And I would drive down every Monday evening and I would attend these classes and these workshops, and I would just gain confidence and gain validation and harness on my skills. And then I finally decided to start offering psychic and mediumship readings, and everything just kind of fell into place. And since then, I've written a best-selling book, and I have been featured in Mantra Wellness Magazine and Influence Eve and the New York Post. And I just had an article written about me and my son in Closer Weekly. And then I'm just so so grateful for this opportunity. And I still can't believe, like, I'm still shaking my head at everything that has crossed my path since I decided. Since I decided this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going, and it's just wild. So please, please never, ever, 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 ever forget the power of your intention. When you decide you are worthy, when you decide this is what I'm going to do next, and when you hold on to that for dear life, the universe will part oceans for you. I promise you that. And during my journey, I continued to evolve and learn and take courses and learn about the human brain. I was fortunate enough to study under some incredible teachers like Tony Stockwell and the late Janet Nahovic. I then started to really go into personal development and again learn about the subconscious and then find somatic healing practices. I went from evidential mediumship to then deepening my trans mediumship, which is essentially going into a deeper state of hypnosis and allowing spirit to use your body as well, not just your psychic centers. And throughout all this time in my mediumship journey, I have truly witnessed miracles unfold. I have seen it with my own eyes. I have experienced it time and time again. I have found the power of spirit. I know spirit is intelligent. I know spirit is with us. And I know that we're all here for a purpose. I know that we are all here to learn a lot of lessons. Okay. It's a shit show. I'm not lying about that. But I know that we are here for bigger things. And during my time of developing my psychic and my mediumship abilities, I still knew that as grateful as I was for the opportunities to read for hundreds of people, I knew I was meant to do more. You know what I mean? Like I knew even doing the psychic and the mediumship readings, I knew it was only a chapter of my journey. I knew I needed that chapter so I can gain the confidence within myself to know that spirit works with me and that I can trust myself and that if I just surrender and I lean into my faith, spirit will do the rest. The universe will do the rest. So I continue to learn and expand and to deepen my own relationship with my soul. I've tried on so many different modalities. I've learned about Tantra, I've learned about Zen meditation, I have learned about plant medicine. I have really just tried on everything because I wanted to see what would help me. What would allow me to get to my next level? What are the tools that God has given us that are going to allow me to heal and to grow and to step into the version of myself that I know I'm meant to be? And through this journey, I have learned some incredible things. I have found some incredible practices, and I am so excited to share these game changers with you. So, again, my journey, I am an eternal student, guys. I am never going to stop learning. Even when I say I'm not going to buy any more courses or I'm not going to go to any more workshops, I end up doing it because I know that there's always something. If it's an aha for me, if it is igniting me, I know that course or that teacher or that workshop or that retreat is for me. And I'm going to do whatever I can to just learn and grow and evolve in order for me to live my purpose, which is to share these tools and these experiences with others. So the game changers for me, the things that really fucking helped me, excuse me, were learning how to ground and protect and clear my energy. I also learned the nervous system and how important it is to regulate our nervous system. I learned the power of the breath through breath work, and it is a game changer. There's a lot of different forms, by the way, of breath work. We're going to do one very shortly, but breath work was a game changer for me. Understanding my human design was a game changer for me. And then incorporating rituals and understanding the moon and its phases also helped me not only understand my own relationship with the moon and how it affects my emotions, but how to manifest. And then last but not least, soul contracts. Soul contracts have been something that I found in 2019, and I got my own soul contract. And it was something that I always went back to because when I first found it, I really quite it didn't hit, right? Like it really didn't flick any light bulbs for me. And every time that I would go back or something would happen in my life, and then I went back to my soul contract, that's when I had the aha moments. That's when I had the epiphany. So it's something that I go back to and it makes sense throughout time. Okay. So, what I want to do is I want to show you how to ground and protect your energy as well as the power of the breath. Okay. So, I want you to get nice and comfortable wherever you are at. If you are laying down, you can lay down if you want, but I suggest sitting up and having your spine straight. And I want you to just get nice and comfortable. And I want you to just begin gently closing your eyes. And what I want to do right now is we're going to do a form of breath work where we're going to take a big, deep inhale in. And once we think that we reach the top of that breath, I want to take another quick inhale in. So I hope that you guys can hear this, but what it's going to sound like is, and then we're going to hold it for 10 seconds. Okay. This is a really great form of breath work to just kind of release that stagnant energy that's within our fields. So, we're going to do this practice 5 times. So, one big deep inhale in, another hold for 10, and release. Again, inhale in, again, and release. Letting go of any debris, any energy that's not serving your highest and greatest good at this time. Just letting your energy be your energy. And again, with that big deep inhale in, again, hold at the top. And release. Just being in your body, just being aware. Again, one more time, deep inhale in. Again, hold at the top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. And one last time, big, deep inhale in. And again, hold at the top. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Perfect. And just take a moment to do some inventory on how you feel at this very moment. Do you feel lighter? Do you feel centered? Do you feel clear, calm? And just be with yourself, be with your body in this moment in time. Now, with your eyes still closed, I want you to go ahead and bring your energy and attention down to the bottoms of your feet. And I want you to begin visualizing roots coming from the bottoms of your feet and making their way all the way down the layers of wood, of carpet, of padding, cement. Let these roots cascade down all the layers of earth, through the rock and the debris, the dirt. And with every inch, they grow, feeling more connected, more centered. Continue visualizing these roots cascading down all the layers of earth. until they finally reach the core of the earth, the center of our world. And allow your roots to penetrate the core. And envision this power, this centered, grounded, peaceful energy building and building and building, making its way up through these roots, up through all of the layers of earth, coming up, continuing to build, and making this energy come closer to you at this time. As this energy builds and comes closer, you feel the power of it. You feel yourself becoming more centered, more calm, and perhaps the bottoms of your feet will begin to tingle as this energy begins to penetrate your body, as you connect deeper to earth energy. Allow this energy to cascade into your body, into your energetic field, feeling a deep sense of peace, of relaxation, of calm, feeling grounded in your body and who you are. Just take a moment to appreciate what it feels like to be connected to Mother Earth. And I want you to begin to bring your energy and awareness to the top of your head. I want you to envision a beautiful golden light touching the top of your head and cascading down your whole entire body. And as these beautiful gold sparkles cascade down your forehead, the sides of your face, your cheeks, you feel deeply relaxed, deeply protected, allowing this golden bubble to start forming around you as it cascades down your chest and your arms, your stomach, your back, down your hips and legs, feeling so at peace, so relaxing, allowing this golden bubble to cascade down your knees, your calves, until they encompass your whole body. And take a moment to feel just how utterly supported and protected you are in this golden bubble of protection. You can gradually begin bringing yourself back into your body, back into this class, back into the room. Now, you just experienced a grounding and protection meditation as well as some breath work. Now, what if I told you that I created a program that encompassed all of these? How to ground and protect and clear your energy, how to regulate your nervous system, how to use breath work for your healing journey, how to incorporate human design so you can begin designing a life that is meant for you, how to incorporate rituals and moon phases into your manifestations and into your life, and how to uncover your soul destiny. Because that's exactly what I did. Elevation Academy is the only program of its kind. This is not just another course. I promise you that. Elevation Academy uncovers your soul destiny and human design. I'm going to teach you inside the program just how to read. Well, first off, how to obviously retrieve your soul destiny and human design charts and how to read them. You're going to learn how to master your energy so you can understand when it's your energy and when it's not your energy, and the steps you need to do in order to clear it. You're going to learn how important it is to regulate your nervous system, and I'm going to show you somatic healing practices that you can start incorporating and doing every single day, even if it's just for 5 minutes each day, to help you just stay regulated. I'm going to teach you how to deepen your connection to your intuition and your spirit guides so that they can start being a little bit more prevalent in your life and help you remember just how supported you truly are. You're going to dive into your healing journey with revelation breath work, which is a different form of breath work than what you just experienced. On top of channeled activations, you're going to unlock over $1,000 in bonus training and classes. This program holds a value of over $5,000. But that's not even the price. I wouldn't charge that. It's not even half of that price right now. In fact, it's not even a quarter of that price. This program is $555, and there is a 3-month payment plan included. And if you take a look at the right-hand side, you are going to get so much. You are going to get workbooks, you are going to get audios, you are going to get videos. Again, you are going to get interactive breath work and activations and so much more. I would love to see you inside of Elevation Academy. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Erica W. Russo. I have so much more added value and content there for you. I love you guys. And again, trust yourself and trust the process.